You thought you could break me. You thought wrong. Every time you pushed me down, a spark ignited. Here's the thing about fire. It grows. It spreads. It changes everything it touches. In the dark, you left me in. I found my sight. Each time you ignored me, it hurt. I felt weak, like I couldn't handle the harsh words. But every harsh word, every doubt you had about me, they made me stronger inside. I remember those meetings. I'd share my ideas and they just floated away. Nobody cared. My voice shook. You thought I was out of my depth. You exchanged looks, your eyes rolling. It felt like you were saying I didn't matter. The air got heavy, not with hope, but with something else. A heavy blanket of being unimportant that you threw over me. People laughed when I messed up. It echoed in my head when I was alone. It wasn't happy laughter. It was mean. It cut deep. It left marks. You thought my mistakes showed I couldn't do it. You didn't see they were just me trying, learning, growing. Nights turned into times for thinking. In my room, I felt small. It seemed like I was fading away. But even in that dark place, a tiny light started to shine. It was hope starting to push through the doubt. Morning came, and it was time to face everything again. I got ready, like putting on armor. Each piece was made from the tough times, the bad things you said that made me cry. This armor wasn't shiny. It was dark, made from those dark times. But it was strong. You saw me come back, day after day. You expected me to be scared. But something had changed. My steps were sure. My eyes didn't look down anymore. There was something in them you didn't recognize. Maybe it was courage. Maybe defiance. In your eyes, I was just a nobody, an outsider. But alone, by myself, I was turning into something more. Not a hero from someone else's story, but the builder of my own future. Strong from the very things you used to trip me up. This strength didn't come from you seeing me differently. It came from being ignored, from being under your radar. Now, I was ready. Ready with a strength that wouldn't break. I wasn't the person you thought I knew anymore. I was becoming someone new, someone strong, someone made tough by all those challenges. Standing there, at the edge of changing for good, I realized something big. You didn't break me. You made me. I'm not just how you see me. I'm how I see myself. I'm my own maker. With every setback, I grew. Each fall, each failure, they were steps. They were hard. But they taught me. I was learning, becoming something more. You kept dismissing me. It felt like a game to you. To me, it was life. It was becoming my life's work. The more you pushed me away, the stronger I became. At first, it was small. Just whispers. You wouldn't notice. But inside, big things were happening. I was changing, growing stronger. With every whisper of doubt from you, my resolve grew louder. I didn't break. I didn't fold. Your words, meant to hurt, began to fail. They bounced off. They fell away. I was building a shield made of grit, of spirit. The meetings kept coming. My ideas, still overlooked. But now, something was different. I wasn't just speaking to be heard. I was speaking to prove something. To myself. I could feel it. Each ignored suggestion, each rolled eye. They stopped mattering. They were no longer chains. They were challenges. Each one made me push harder. And then, one day, I saw it. My voice didn't tremble anymore. It was steady, clear, strong. It wasn't just noise. It was being heard. Your looks didn't cut anymore. Your sneers didn't reach me. I'd grown past them, past your doubts, past your limits. My nights turned into planning sessions, not just thinking, but planning. Who was I becoming? What was I building? It was something new, something strong, something mine. The days became tests. Tests I was now ready for. Every challenge, every slight. I used them. I turned them into steps, steps upwards. You thought you knew me. You thought you could predict me. But I was changing the game. I was rewriting the rules. My rules. My armor, once heavy with pain, now felt different. It was a badge of courage, of survival, of victory. It was quiet at first, this new strength, but it was real. It was solid. It was unbreakable. I began to trust in myself, to believe in my path. Your road? It wasn't mine to walk, not anymore. I had my own. I was shaping my destiny. With each word I spoke, with each step I took, I was moving away from your shadows, into my light. It was my effort, my pain, my resilience. That's what was crafting me. Not your dismissal, not your doubt. Mister, I started to see it. Others did too. The change, the strength, it was visible, tangible. Your barriers, they were dissolving. My boundaries, they were expanding. I was outgrowing your box, outgrowing your labels. And then, the moment, the big moment. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, but it was huge, to me. I spoke up, in a room full of your doubters. I spoke, and this time they listened. They really listened. My words weren't just heard, they were felt. They mattered, because I mattered. That day, something shifted. Not just in me, in the room, in the air. The balance had shifted. You saw it. They all did. I was no longer at the edges. I was in the center, standing strong, standing proud. I wasn't asking for a spot. I was taking it, owning it. It was mine. That shift, it kept growing. Each day, a little more. My confidence, my presence, my impact. I was building a new me, one that didn't crumble, one that stood tall, one that knew her worth. And as I built, I saw it, the future. It was bright, it was open, it was waiting for me. So I stepped up. I took my place, not at the back, right at the front, where I belonged. And you watched. Maybe you learned, maybe you didn't. But it didn't matter. Not anymore. Because I was me. Finally, truly, wonderfully me. And nothing you did could change that. Not anymore. I stood there, changed. The world hadn't shifted. I had. My outlook was different now. It felt new. It felt bold. It felt mine. I faced each day with a new spirit. Each sunrise brought a fresh challenge. Each sunset marked a victory. Small, yes, but mine. All mine. I stopped waiting, stopped hoping you'd see me differently. I didn't need that anymore. I saw myself, clearly, proudly, strongly. Your whispers of doubt, they lost their sting. Your stares of disbelief, they didn't reach me. I was beyond them, far beyond. I spoke differently now. My words were mine, full of truth, full of power. They were me. I walked differently now. Each step was sure. Each step was firm. Each step said, here I am. People noticed. They had to. I was not the same. I was more. Much more. I didn't just fit into rooms. I filled them. My presence, felt. My voice, heard. My spirit, known. This was not about being loud. This was about being real, being true, being undeniably, unmistakably me. I no longer shrank, I expanded. I grew, in every way that mattered. You saw it. Everyone did. It was clear. It was bright. It was undeniable. I didn't just survive, I thrived. Despite everything. Because of everything. Your barriers became my stepping stones. Your doubts became my fuel. Your limits, They became my starting points. I redefined success. For me, by me. It was no longer about winning. It was about achieving my way. I embraced each challenge, welcomed each test. They made me, they pushed me, they led me here. This power, it was different. It wasn't loud, it wasn't harsh. It was steady, it was strong, it was enduring. I took control of my path, of my destiny, of my story. I held the pen now. I wrote the chapters. You watched. Perhaps you learned. Perhaps not. It didn't matter. This was my journey, my path, my life. I grew bolder. Each word I spoke rang true. Each action I took felt right. Each decision, mine. Victory was no longer against you. It was for me. With each day, I surpassed who I was. I became who I am. This growth, it wasn't overnight. It was earned, hard-earned, with every tear, with every smile, with every breath. My confidence, it soared, higher, farther, beyond what I once thought possible. I faced the world, not as a challenger, but as a champion. Not against you, but for me. My strength, visible, my resolve, firm, my spirit, unbreakable. Each moment was a step towards something greater, something better, something truer. I stopped looking back. I looked forward, always forward, to what I could do, to who I could be, to where I was going. I was unstoppable, not because I never fell, but because I always rose, stronger, wiser, better. My life became a testament to resilience, to courage, to the sheer force of will. And here I stand, not at the end, but at a beginning, a bright, bold, beautiful beginning. The road ahead, wide open, the possibilities, endless. The journey, mine to make, the strength, it's not just for show, it's real, it's deep, it's mine. I look ahead, not with fear, but with hope, with excitement, with determination. For I am not who I was, I am something new, something powerful, something free. And as I move forward, I know this is just the start. The best is yet to come. As I move forward, every step is a statement. Each stride speaks of my journey, a journey from doubt to certainty, from shadows to light. I walk with purpose now. My path is clear. Each challenge I face, I see as an opportunity to prove, not to the world, but to myself, that I have grown, that I am strong. The world around me still spins the same, but I am different. I engage with challenges, not as obstacles, but as chances to grow. My responses are measured, mindful, no longer reactionary, but reflective of my deeper understanding. I no longer seek approval. My validation comes from within. It is the most powerful kind. It does not waver, it does not fade, it is constant, it is strong. This new me is not shaken by criticism. It is informed by it. Not to change my course, but to strengthen my resolve, to refine my actions, to clear my vision. Every no I hear, every rejection I face, I use as a stepping stone. They no longer discourage me. They motivate me. They sharpen my focus. They strengthen my commitment to my goals. I have learned that I am the architect of my reality. My hands hold the tools to shape my future. My decisions shape my environment. My beliefs shape my world. This empowerment is liberating. It frees me from the chains of doubt. It lifts the weight of fear. It ignites a fire of self-belief that burns brightly, lighting my way. I now approach each day with anticipation, not of easy victories, but of meaningful struggles. Struggles that forge harder steel within me. Struggles that sculpt a more resilient self. This transformation is not just internal, it is visible. People see a change. They feel a presence when I enter a room. a presence that commands respect, a presence that demands recognition. I speak, and my words carry weight. They resonate with the authority of experience. They echo with the depth of insight. They are not just heard, they are listened to. My actions inspire. They motivate. They lead. I am no longer a follower of paths. I am a setter of trends, a leader of thoughts, a pioneer of new ways. This power I wield is not over others but over myself. It is the power to act with integrity, to live with authenticity, to lead with humility. And as I embrace this power, I realize it comes with responsibility. A responsibility to uplift, to empower, to inspire. Just as I have risen, I must help others rise. This journey is no longer just about me. It is about all who watch me, all who follow me, all who are inspired by me. As I look to the future, it is not with a sense of completion, but of continuation. There is more to learn, more to improve, more to achieve, and I am ready. Ready to face new challenges, ready to explore new possibilities, ready to set new benchmarks. The horizon beckons. It is vast, it is promising, it is thrilling. I step towards it, not as a survivor, but as a conqueror. Not just living, but thriving. Not just enduring, but excelling. This is my life, my testament, my legacy. A legacy of strength, a legacy of courage, a legacy of resilience. To those who doubted, watch me soar. To those who believe, join me. Together, let's redefine the limits. Let's push boundaries. Let's break barriers. For we are not defined by our past. We are shaped by our actions. We are defined by our determination. And so, with a heart full of fire and a spirit charged with ambition, I move forward. Ready for whatever lies ahead. Excited for whatever challenges await. For I am reborn, reinvented, reinvigorated, and the best is yet to come. Always. I rise with each new day, emboldened and renewed. My feet hit the ground with determination. Each morning is more than a new beginning. It's a continuation of a journey marked by growth and resolve. I've learned something crucial. My strength isn't just in overcoming, but in continually pushing forward. It's in the daily, quiet resilience that accumulates into a loud declaration of my capability. No longer do I stumble through the fog of uncertainty. My steps are deliberate, my path illuminated by the lessons of yesterday. With each day, my vision sharpens, my purpose solidifies. The doubts that once clouded my mind have dissipated, replaced by clarity, replaced by conviction. This conviction isn't just felt, it's seen. It's palpable in every action I take, in every decision I make. Now, my actions speak of my journey. They tell a story of transformation, from whispered insecurities to bold assertions of my worth. This story isn't just mine. It resonates with those who hear it, inspiring them to embark on their own paths of self-discovery. My interactions are now exchanges of energy. I give strength and receive wisdom. Every conversation, every meeting pulses with the potential of mutual growth. I am not just participating in these interactions, I am leading them, shaping them with my newfound perspective. The challenges that arise, I meet them head on. No longer daunting, they are welcomed tests of my resilience. With each challenge conquered, my confidence builds. Not just in myself, but in the journey I've chosen. I am a creator of opportunities. No doors too closed, no path too obstructed. With creativity and persistence, I find ways where there were none. Each obstacle surmounted adds a chapter to my story. A chapter of ingenuity, a chapter of perseverance. This growth has made me a beacon. a beacon for those still struggling in the shadows of their own doubts. My light, born from the fires of my trials, now guides others. It offers hope. It offers a way forward. I stand not at the end of my journey, but at a vantage point. From here, I see not only the road traveled, but the expansive paths yet to be explored. The landscape is vast, and my ambition is boundless. Every step forward is a step into the unknown, and yet I do not fear it. I welcome it, for in the unknown lies the potential for extraordinary achievements. In the unknown, my story continues to unfold. The strength I wield now is a composite of all my experiences. It is tempered by my trials and emboldened by my successes. This strength is not just for show. It is functional, practical, and most importantly, it is enduring. As I navigate this world, my presence is unmistakable. I have crafted an identity so solid, so true, that it cannot be ignored. My voice, once a whisper, now thunders with authority. This is not just personal victory, it's a call to all who hear it. It's an invitation to find that same unyielding strength within themselves. It's a challenge to rise, to overcome, to excel. And as I forge ahead, I carry with me the collective strength of every heart I've touched, every soul I've inspired. Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we redefine what it means to be powerful. My journey, our journey, is far from over. It's an ongoing saga of breaking barriers and setting new standards. Of not just reaching goals, but setting new ones that push us even further. This isn't just my transformation, it's a movement of minds and hearts towards greater heights, towards broader horizons. Every step I take paves the way for those behind me, just as the steps of those before paved my way. So, I stride forward with eyes wide open and heart full of fire. The path ahead is ripe with possibility, vibrant with potential. With every heartbeat, I write a new line of my story, and with every breath, I invite the world to write theirs alongside mine. For in this journey, there is no final destination, only endless opportunities for growth, for change, and for transformation. And I am here for it all, every challenge, every victory, every moment of reinvention. Together, we move forward, unstoppable, unyielding, unwavering in our pursuit of greatness. This is not just my story, it is ours, and it is just beginning. With every new horizon, I feel the pulse of opportunity. Each morning brings not just light, but a chance to stretch further, reach higher, and dream bigger. The path I tread is paved with the stones of resilience and the mortar of ambition. It winds forward, ever expansive, beckoning me to explore what lies beyond. My journey isn't solitary. It's a collective march with those inspired by my steps, those encouraged by my resolve. We move together, a formidable force, reshaping our destinies with every determined stride. Each of us carries our own story, our own battles, our own victories, yet our paths intersect in the shared pursuit of transformation. The landscape around us shifts as we progress. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable now serve as landmarks of our past achievements. The challenges we face are no longer roadblocks, but invitations to demonstrate our newfound strength and ingenuity. This isn't just a journey, it's an evolution. With each phase, I shed old limits like worn-out cloaks, revealing the armor of self-assurance forged in the fires of past trials. My companions and I, we don't just navigate this terrain, we transform it, leaving trails of inspiration for those who will follow. Our voices, once echoes in the valleys of doubt, now soar over peaks of possibility. They carry messages of hope and resilience, resonating across landscapes, through cities, and into the hearts of those still contemplating their first step. We are not merely survivors of our circumstances. We are architects of our fate, sculptors of our destiny. The power we wield is born of authenticity and fueled by perseverance. It's a power that doesn't dominate but liberates, not just ourselves, but all who hear our call. This power doesn't silence voices, it amplifies them, blending them into a chorus of defiance against the complacency of the status quo. As we advance, the horizon stretches endlessly before us. Each sunrise is a promise of new adventures, new challenges, and new triumphs. The road is limitless, and so is our potential. With each day, we push the boundaries of what we thought possible, rewriting the rules not out of defiance but out of a deep-seated need to fulfill our potential. In this journey, setbacks are merely pauses, moments to gather strength and strategize. We embrace these moments, for they are crucial to our growth. They remind us that progress is not always linear, that sometimes gaining ground means taking a moment to regroup and reassess. Our collective spirit is indomitable. It thrives on the challenges that daunt others. It draws power from adversity, turning trials into triumphs and transforming pain into purpose. This spirit is not just our shield, it's our beacon, guiding us through darkness, steering us towards light. With every step, we leave imprints not just on the ground, but in the minds and souls of those we touch. These imprints are not footprints, they are blueprints, they are guides, maps for those who will one day follow in our steps, seeking their own paths to fulfillment and success. The legacy we build is not of bricks and mortar, but of courage, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the power of self-transformation. This legacy will outlive us, enduring in the stories told by those we've inspired, in the lives changed by our journey, and in the world reshaped by our presence. So we continue, undeterred by the vastness of the task, invigorated by the boundless possibilities that each new day holds. Our journey is perpetual, our resolve unshakable, and our destination ever-changing, defined not by a place on a map, but by the continual expansion of our horizons. This is our story, a narrative of relentless pursuit and unyielding will. It is a testament to the human spirit, a beacon for the weary, a guide for the lost. It is a call to all who dream of more, who yearn for a life of purpose and a legacy of impact. Let us move forward, together, into the dawning light of our collective future, where every challenge is a call to greatness, and every day is an opportunity to transcend the ordinary. Let us not just live, but thrive, not just exist, but excel. Let us do so boldly, bravely, and with hearts full of hope. For in this shared journey, we are bound by more than mere ambition. We are united in our quest for a deeper, more meaningful existence. And as we forge ahead, the world watches, learns, and, ultimately, is transformed by our indomitable will to rise.